business has woken up to the notion that they need this thing that designers bring. They don't know exactly what it is, but they need it.
People are realizing that the old systems don't work, and they need to create something new.
There's no situation that can't benefit from try it, visualize it, get it on the table, work it through, get feedback, listen to the feedback, act on the feedback, and move it forward. So all of those habits that are so natural for a designer should be as natural for a business person. And when put to work, whether it's a business or whether it's a government or whether it's a society or a community, it's a problem-solving tool, and it's a way of creating value and coming up with new solutions.
Where I think the great value is added in business is those three-phase shifts: moving something from a mystery to a heuristic, moving something from a heuristic to an algorithm, or moving something from an algorithm to code. And I think, though designers aren't taught this and don't necessarily know this, that's what they do.
What designers have a great capacity to do is to synthesize the knowledge from different parties and then make an informed decision about solution. Design has never had the pretension to optimize but it is really a subjective choice to find a good solution.
Obviously, there's some outstanding people coming out of the current education programs, and we are very fortunate to have been able to hire some of them. However, I believe that the supply does not equal the demand right now. The current education system is really good at training people who have more narrowly defined skill sets. Engineering programs are excellent at training people with very strong critical thinking skills and analytical skills. And most design programs are very good at training people with strong creative skills. But what we need are people who combine both sets, who have an integrated skill set, who can think critically and create and envision new opportunities. And those folks are few and far between.
It's very interesting that design programs prepare students to design. I don't know that they necessarily prepare students to design for business.
I don't think there is massive value to be had in a student simply applying a model that everybody else knows is, instead in creating something that is not now in existence.
There are people who graduate with MBAs who are kind of right-brain enlightened, or who have just a personal interest in design, who care about interesting things or things that are designed, and those people may, just because of who they are, integrate that passion or that thinking or that love into their business education. So I'm not certain that it's actually they're exposed to it other than by personal preference.
A big portion of the American educational establishment is messed up. The economy is moving away from routines and right answers. Okay, routines and right answers don't cut it anymore in the economy. The jobs today, your job isn't about routines and right answers. Your job's about novelty and nuance, okay? And that's how most jobs are today. But our schools are still obsessed with routines and right answers, with this mania over standardized testing, with cutting arts programs and drama programs and music programs and those kinds of things. So our schools in many ways are fighting the last war, and I think it's very dangerous. Now, I'm optimistic in a sense. I think the kids have this bottomless capacity to do workarounds, to bypass screwed up systems. But it'd be better if our schools were more in sync with the way that the world and the economy were going.
There's a need for a whole talent pool that just doesn't exist right now. And so it's a very, very important thing for the future to supply the talent for an industry. And the only way we're going to get there and get the right talent into the industry is by working together. There are a number of things. Get involved, hire the students, and form partnerships. Getting involved could be everything from a guest lecturer to coming up and being on a judging panel for a competition, having a presence in a school, speaking out to the community, much like you've done. And having partnerships is getting more closely aligned with the industry and saying that we are going to have an ongoing relationship with a school. Such a fantastic cause, you know. Not enough companies think like this, and I think it's really important in the future.